All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geeky Kitchen, Episode 3, a Chili-Changa. I'm your host, Super Beard Vince Hoover, and we are diving back into the Supernatural Cookbook for some really interesting recipes that I'm super excited for. Uh, Make sure you join our Discord, exclamation point Discord, if you're in Twitch, because I post the recipes there the weekend prior so that you guys can get your ingredients, kind of skim through the recipe, and familiarize yourself with it so you too can cook with me as we're doing it today. Now, like I said, we're doing a chimichanga. It is a variation on, of course, the infamous chimichanga, especially in the nerd world. Anybody who's a fan of Deadpool knows all about chimichangas. So we're going to be doing that. But before we get started, make sure if you're on social media, you know what to do. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're feeling generous, please hit that subscribe button. It's just $5 a month. Or you can use your Amazon Prime subscription, make Jeffrey Bezos pay for it, stick it to the billionaires. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, hit that or the like button. Make sure you subscribe there, as well as hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and post videos and whatnot. If you're on Facebook, hit that thumbs up button, share it with all your friends, and the like. So now that we got all the generalities out of the way, yes, so we're going to be making chimichangas, or chili-changas, sorry. This is from an episode called Wishful Thinking. It's one of those fun kind of, I don't like to use the term filler because they're not filler episodes. They're actually really good episodes, but they're like they kind of pull away from the main story arc, and it's just like, okay, let's just get back to who we are and not deal with all that other, end of the world stuff. Let's just have a mission. Let's just have a job. And in this one, they're in a town. They don't think too much of it, but then they notice a lot of strange things going on. Like a little girl is saying that her teddy bear is sick. It turns out it's a giant, teddy bear, like those ones that are like this big. But she wished for it to come to life, and it came to life. But it also had an existential crisis, realizing that it was just a bear, that the world's a terrible place, and it wanted to unalive itself. Um, Her parents were gone because they wished to be in Fiji, but they were just transported there with no baggage, no money, no nothing. Um, you've got a little kid who was being bullied by the neighborhood bullies, wishing for the powers of Superman, but then he in turn became the bully, and it all stemmed from one man making a wish that the girl he loved since high school would finally love him unconditionally, but she loved it was to a point beyond obsession, and it's the old monkey's paw gimmick, right? Where there's a wish, but there's a consequence to said wish that's usually worse than what you wish for in the first place. But in this case, it was a Nordic coin that he threw into the wishing well at the Chinese restaurant. So we're going to be making this dish. This was the featured dish of the restaurant. Yes, Chinese restaurant with a Mexican and American based meal as their favorite dish. Go figure. But it's the chimichanga. For the appetizer, we're doing pickle chips. So fried pickle chips. That should be a lot of fun. And then I'm really excited, but really scared for this dessert. We're going to be doing Crowley's Devil Food Mousse. Mousse is very easy to mess up. And as we get started to making it, you'll see the kind of make do ness that I had to do, if that makes sense. But yeah, so before we do that, we're gonna take a look at our ingredients. Let me flip the camera over for you guys. Flip in the camera. Flip in the camera. Okay, these are our dry ingredients all together. We've got our bittersweet chocolate for the mousse. The not putting the label up, don't look at that. It's just almond liqueur. It's fine. My house phone is ringing? What the shit? Who calls a house phone? It's 2023. Come on, people. Anyways, lemon juice, we'll need that for the homemade ranch we're doing for the chips. By the way, pickles. Now, the recipe called for the normal circles. I wanted to try something different. So I got the slices, the sandwich slices. So we'll see how that works out. Flour, of course, salt, pepper, parsley flakes, dill, oregano, chili powder, fajita seasoning. I'll explain this a little bit later. Ground cumin, cayenne pepper, garlic, hard tortillas, sugar. And by the way, anybody who grew up in the South most likely knows all about you have sugar, but you have it in an old coffee thing. Fun little thing. You got that. I bumped the camera. My bad. Vegetable oil for frying up the pickles and whatnot. We also got heavy cream, cotija cheese, cheddar cheese, shaved steak. I'll explain that later. What else? What else? Heavy cream. I said that. Sour cream, scallions, salsa. Okay. So those are our ingredients. And we also have eggs. So I'm going to move this back here, but I'm going to bring the other camera over. All right, charger. I got this. Where'd it go? Ha ha ha, you can't see me. I'm behind the camera. Like the Wizard of Oz. Crap. Hold on. I will get there. Here we go. All right. Bring the camera over because it's time to make some eggs. Now, you might be looking at my mixing bowl here and going, that don't look like the mixing bowl that's supposed to go with the mixer. Because it's not. Because I can't find my mixing bowl. Don't know what happened to it. No idea. But we're going to get started on this and hope this works. Holy crap. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. I'm jumping ahead. Ha ha ha. Camera goes back over here. So we got to unplug it. We're going back over here. How does this look? Okay. So we are making, first we got to melt the chocolate, and to do that, we want to do that in a double boiler. Now, a double boiler is a bit of a misnomer because you don't actually want the water boiling. You only really want it simmering. You want a low heat to help melt the chocolate down. So you're going to put 1.5 to 2 inches of water in there. Yeah, should be good. Take our spatula out for now. Now it calls for 8 ounces of chocolate, and I've got a 10-ounce bag, so I'm not going to put all of it in, just most of it. And while we're putting that in, we'll go ahead and turn this on to, let's say, 4. Yeah, that should be good. So one other thing with this recipe, and I posted this in the Discord, is that the chili portion of the CHILI-Changa, they recommend you make it a day early. That I did do. And I was going to shoot a video showing you how I did that and post it to YouTube. However, after the podcast yesterday, my dumbass got started making it and then forgot to bring the stuff out, and sure enough, didn't film it. I was halfway through and I realized, oh, I forgot to film this. So sorry about that. But I will go over it a bit. Now, not only am I a award-winning chef, taking a silver medal in the world's largest culinary competition while I was in the Army, I also am a Florida chili cook-off champion. So I'm also very, very humble. So keep that in mind. But chili is one of those things that I find it fascinating when it comes to cooking chili, because you can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, there's like a base to it. You know the kind of base stuff to do with it, but you don't have to, follow any kind of recipe, really. Do what you feel, what you like, what tastes good to you. The recipe I posted, I think, is a good base to start with. But like in mine, I put tomato paste to thicken it up a bit because I like a thicker chili. I don't like it to be very soupy, especially with the chimichangas. I don't want it being soupy and ruining the integrity of the tortillas. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm just gonna keep it going. It's gonna take a minute, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn it up to 5. You don't want to go too much higher than that. Eggs. Let me grab my eggs out. We need 4 egg whites. Now, if I had planned more appropriately, I had 4 egg whites last week left over from making the pudding that needed the egg yolk. But you can't really save it for a week either. But using the same technique we used last week, we're going to get our egg whites out. That's 1. Oop. No, no. Oh, that sucks. Dang it, I broke the yolk right into the thing. Okay, all right. Not a big deal. I can get it out. Oh, that sucks. Told you these are kind of a pain. All right, I got most of the yolk out. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. And keep a little trick going. You know what? Happy accidents happen, like Bob Ross says. Come on, come on. There you go. Good job. All right, now egg, don't mess with me. There we go. Okay. So, quick wash of the hands. We got egg on it. Ah! All right. What the hell is going on? That there is somebody calling my house line. That is fascinating, to say the least. Okay. So, we're going to put our egg whites, a little bit of egg yolk in there. And give this a quick. There we go. It's already starting. There you go. Look at that. There go. Okay. That keep heating up. Melt that down. Now, we need a tablespoon of our almond liqueur. Excuse me. Where's my tablespoon? There it is. I found it. Okay. All right. So we got that down. Keep melting this down. that keep going. We're going to bring this over to the mixing bowl. I am literally going to have to hold this in place. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to put it up on high. You want to do it for about 3 minutes. So yes, I got to hold this for 3 minutes. Woo, you can smell that almond now. And you gotta hold it. Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. You can also do this with a hand mixer. Watch your fingers if you are holding it. I just literally had the blade hit my finger. Luckily it didn't hurt, but you see we're starting to get those fluffy peaks. That's what we want. Fluffy, fluffy peaks. It's a meringue to start off with. Fluffy, fluffy peaks. That was good. 2 more minutes. It's really getting there now. You gotta be careful not to overmix it though. But we still got, we're not the stiff peaks yet. We're getting there. Now, I'm gonna stop it for a second because we want to start adding the sugar now. We gotta do this gradually, so this ought to be interesting. So this is not normally how you do this. But again, we're having to improvise. Hopefully this turns out okay. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm just going to gradually add the sugar in. Not all at once. Okay. I got sugar everywhere. Hard doing it this way, but we got to make it work. Another minute. Probably 2 minutes actually. You want to get, as they put it in the book, glossy peaks to form. Kind of sucks having to do this by hand, but it's okay. one thing I can do is make sure everything in the bowl gets mixed. So that's a plus. Alright, I think we're good. Let's take this off. I'm going to rinse this because we're going to need it again. But, good work. Let's check our chocolate. We don't want it to burn. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost fully melted. And you got to be careful. You're tempering the chocolate. You don't want it to you don't want to burn it, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we can actually turn this heat off. Let that sit for just a second. All right. Mixer's done. Put this back on. Okay. Get the eggs out of our way. Now, as the recipe calls, in a large bowl, gently fold 1/4 of the egg whites into the chocolate, and then fold in the rest of the egg whites. You want to make sure you do this carefully so that the chocolate is incorporated. Now, one thing we're going to do, though, before we actually do that, we're going to let the chocolate sit for just a little bit. We don't want it to be too hot to end up cooking the eggs for the meringue. Actually, let me transfer bowls too. So let's transfer. We can dump out this water. So we're going to transfer the chocolate over here to another bowl. That'll help it cool down. And it's still obviously going to be hot. But not being in the metal bowl that's also hot, help it cool down faster. You don't want to like stick it in the fridge or anything because you're just going to harden it back up, and that's not what you want. Try and make sure we don't waste any chocolate. Okay. Drop my tail. We'll fix that in a minute. Burner's still hot. Okay. So I'm going to take, like I said, about 1/4 of this and gently fold it in before we fold the rest of it in. So we're going to grab another spatula here. Take off that glove now. About 1/4 of it. We're just going to gently, don't press either. Going to gently fold it in. Gently fold it in. gently fold it in. And when you're just about done folding that bit in, you're going to take the rest of it and we're going to fold the rest of it in. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. That chocolate bowl, you definitely want to get some water in ASAP. And that's going to be a bitch to clean later. Okay. Fold the rest of this in. Also, the other reason I wanted to clean that bowl right away is because I'm going to need it for the second part of mixing. Try to get all that chocolate. Gently fold. This is one of the hardest things when it comes to stuff like this is the folding process. Because you have to be so careful. But you still got to make sure everything is incorporated. It isn't like just going in there and whisking it together, you know what I mean? If you could just whisk it together, it'd be easy. Okay. Now, we got that. Now we're going to get our mixing bowl back. Make sure to clean it out thoroughly. Quick dry so I'm not losing my grip on it. Now we're going to incorporate the heavy whipping cream and the rest of the almond liqueur. That's 1 pint of heavy whipping cream, so just one of these containers. Why is it always so scary? Mix that and put that in there, and then the other table. Oh, that splashed a little bit. Whoopsie. 1 more tablespoon of the liqueur, the nondescript liqueur. Now this we have to mix on high for 5 minutes and then fold this into the chocolate. I am not 100% if this is going to turn out, but it should at least taste good. Might be a weird texture, but we'll see. Oh. Okay. So we got 5 minutes of this. I just got milk everywhere, or cream everywhere. It does say to mix it on high, but I was thinking that was weird. We'll let it thicken up a little bit more before we turn it up. You know, it's still kicking everywhere. Well, this is definitely the messiest recipe thus far. Might take a little bit longer than 5 minutes because of the fact that I can't do it on high. We'll see how it goes. So this is the part in the cooking show that they normally do a jump cut to the finished wicking. All right, we're thicking it up now. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, it's really coming together now. Oh, that was good. So what we're doing is basically making whipped cream. Again, this is much easier when you have the right bowl. A little bit longer. Okay. Now, going to fold this in as well. And we're trying not to break the fluffiness of it, but we are trying to incorporate it. I mean, it's a whipped cream. I mean, that's heavy whipping cream is whipped cream. And this is going to get you that fluffy, light, but thick texture to the mousse. And then we're going to put it in our containers and let it chill while we do everything else. The next step, by the way, just so you guys can prepare, we're going to make that homemade ranch dressing because that also needs to sit to set better flavors. Oh, it smells delicious. Just trying, again, it's a very touchy thing trying to fold something in without breaking its integrity. Like life, right? Anyways. All right. That looks to be about. Just trying to make sure you get all the chocolate off the bottom. Should get a nice uniform. It's gonna have, even though it is a dark chocolate, it's a bittersweet chocolate, 60% cacao. It's gonna have, because of obviously all the whipping cream and the egg whites, a bit of a milk chocolate look, but it will have a nice rich chocolate flavor. There's some that right in the middle. Okay. Now it's time to clean as we go. Spoon it into our dishes and let it sit. First off, let me clean up some of this milk splatter everywhere. Got it on my cookbook. Let's do a bit more cleaning before I get on that ranch dressing. Okay. Now, we got our fancy dish. I love my little fancy dish. A little bit more fold in there. Okay. It's my dish anyways. Ooh. Okay. That's really good. All right. Cover these. Grab the foil. Foil cap it. Put it in the fridge. Grab my other bowls and do the same. Trying to get all this out the bowl here. Okay. And washing as we go. So I'm not 100% sure if this is going to set up exactly right because, again, the mixing issues and all that. But it worked out pretty well as far as I'm concerned. So let's cover these. And then stick it in the fridge. And one more. Okay. Good Lord. The house phone never stops, apparently. Alright, real quick. I got sugar on my laptop? Lord. And I got sugar everywhere. Okay, we can unplug the mixer. We're not going to need it again today. So I can get it out of my way. Hey, there's the book, guys. The book fell. Let's put the phone back in because I don't want it to die. That would be awkward. Okay. Get it quick. Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to clean up. I accidentally hit the back button, or I swiped on my my touchpad, and it swiped back. Okay. Now it's time to make the ranch dressing. And we're gonna take the book and all right. So it's going to be half a cup of mayonnaise. Where's my mayo? Half a cup of mayonnaise. Half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of milk. I think everything else is, yeah, already out. Okay. So, what do I do with my, there. All right, where is my half? Okay, half cup of milk. Careful when you're pouring it. Half a cup of sour cream. it up there. Good mix in your sour cream. Okay. Now, you're also going to have sour cream later on for your chimichangas. But you're all good there. And now, grab another spoon. I'm going to grab a slightly larger one because this is down in there. Okay. All right, half a cup of mayo. Once we can scrape it out. Get on out of there. Get. Okay, cool. In the sink that goes. Mayo goes back in the fridge. Now it's time for the rest of our ingredients. Let's see here. Got a tablespoon of dill. Let's grab our dill. And teaspoon. Teaspoon. Teaspoon of dill. It's a tablespoon of fresh dill or a teaspoon of dried dill. Okay. And it's the same thing with the parsley. It's either a tablespoon of freshly minced parsley or a teaspoon of the dry parsley. And I'm not doing chives. What else we got here? 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. If a little extra garlic falls in there, no big deal. We love garlic. Half a teaspoon of onion powder and salt. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And then the juice of 1 lemon. Okay. So, done with that. We need the half teaspoon of salt and onion powder. Where'd my onion powder go? Did I put it away? Whoops. Put the onion powder away. All right. We're going to eyeball the... Yeah, that's good. If I need more, I can always add more. And a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Again, we're going to eyeball that because it's a grinder. And then the juice of 1 lemon. Let me look up, because I've switched out the lemon juice. How much lemon juice in 1 lemon? 2 to 3 tablespoons. Okay. 2 to 3 tablespoons it is. Here There's 2 tables. That's teaspoons. Okay. All right. Oh, there. So 2 to 3. Oh, 1. There's 2. Start with that. Let me get the whisk. I think the whisk is going to do a better job. Oh, yeah. Now, do we need to add another tablespoon of lemon juice? Let's find out. No. Wow. That's great. Wow. I'm not even that big of a ranch fan, but that came out spectacular. Okay. Lemon juice can go back in the fridge. Right on. Cover that and put that in the fridge. Now, it is on to the main course. I mean, we still have the pickle chips to do, but I want to get started on, because those fry. So it's 2 to 3 minutes in frying. So while it's baking, we can do that. So let's get to chimichangas. Okay, now first thing we got to do is we got to cook off that shaved steak. Weird humming noise. All right, get that switched. We're gonna go right in. Oh, scallions died. I knew I bought them too soon. Oh well. So no scallions in the recipe. That's fine. There's our cheeses and our steak. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on to about 6. We're gonna vegetable oils over here. We're gonna put just a little bit of oil in here. That should be good. Yeah. All right, got that opened up. Let that heat up just a little bit. Take a sip for a drink. Just another minute or two. This is where the fajita seasoning is going to come in. We're going to season our shaved steak with that. There we go. I might have put that in a little too early, but it's all right. This is going to make a really good filling. Really good. Okay. Wash hands real quick because we just touched raw meat. Towel on the damn floor again. And then we're going to sprinkle our fajita seasoning in there. That should be good. Let this start to heat up some more. So this bowl is what we're going to mix everything in once that cooks up for our filling. While we're doing this, we can go ahead and turn our oven on to 400 degrees. Bake 400. Start. Okay. Shouldn't need the sugar anymore, so we can put that back. Alright, what are my seasonings? So we're going to need garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, oregano. We're going to need the cheese, the cheddar cheese in here. Break that up. Cook up a little bit more. Oh, we gotta melt some butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Glad I remember that. Pop that in the microwave for 15-20 seconds. Stirring this around. Obviously, we want to cook it all the way through. I mean, a little pink isn't going to hurt because it's going to bake off for 30 minutes. Not, but I just rather, make sure most of the pink is gone just to be safe. Okay, melted butter. Glad I remember the butter. Whew. All right, there's a little bit of pink left, but I think that's going to be good enough. Turn that off. Don't know who that is. Gotta love spam calls, huh? We're getting all kinds of phone calls today, aren't we? Okay. So we're going to mix our steak here. Going to mix our steak in here. It says with a teaspoon of garlic. Where'd my teaspoon go? That is 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon. There you are. I'm not taking the lid off again. That was a pain. If I get more garlic in there, woohoo. We love garlic anyways. That's a tablespoon, I just realized. Not a teaspoon. Crap. That's alright. We like garlic. Not that big a deal. Where'd my teaspoon go? Oh. Found it. It's in the sink. Okay. So, garlic is done. Ground cumin. Teaspoon of that. Okay. Teaspoon of chili powder. Need a half teaspoon of the oregano. I know I have a half teaspoon over here somewhere. Well, I got a quarter teaspoon. I'll just do 2 of those. When in doubt, adapt. 1, 2. Okay. And we're going to mix the cheese in. Oh, crap. It's supposed to be 1 cup of cheese, not 2. Shoot. Figure something else to use this for. All right. This is why you got to be careful not to rush. You're going to do shit like that. But it's all good. A little extra cheese ain't going to kill anything. All right. We're going to mix this together. Now I'm going to use something a little strange to mix it together. It's a spaghetti spoon. But it grips everything and it'll mix it together. Okay. That seems fairly good and mixed, right? Yeah, why not? Okay. Move that aside for a moment. Let's move all of these. Take our tortillas over there. And we got our pan. We're going to take our tortillas. Now, recipe calls for 4. I'm only doing 3 because that's what's in the house. 1, 2, 3. You adjust the recipe accordingly to your family. If you want to try to turn it all into one gigantic burrito, go for it. Nobody's stopping you. Live your life. Okay, first burrito. Take a third of our topping here. Our oven is heated up, so you're going to take the sides, you're going to roll and tuck and roll. And you want to take the butter and you want to brush the top. And you give that nice golden brown cook on it. Yeah. All right, burrito number 2. Not burrito. Chimichanga. What am I talking about? Burrito. Your burrito rolling, but it's a chimichanga. Okay. All right. Again, take your sides in, roll over, tuck in, go nice and tight. Make sure your seam is face down for the baking process. Go ahead and butter that bad boy up. And then number 3. This one might have a little extra. That's all right. Okay. I think I got it pretty even. Yeah. Tuck our sides. Roll. Tight. Seam on the bottom. That's the prettiest one though. You can roll that one better. And we butter it up. So it says 20 to 25 minutes in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and pop that bad boy in there. We're going to set the timer for 20 minutes because we can always check it and leave it in there longer if necessary. We don't want it to burn. Now, time to get ready for the pickles. So I need my... There it is. This is going to be our pickle pan. Okay. Oh, we got to make... Got to make the pickle mix. The breading. Okay. I used the wrong bowl somewhere, but that is okay. I'm going to go with an oversized bowl, but it'll be fine. Okay. So we need 1 cup of the all-purpose flour. One cup all-purpose flour. Then we need 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder. Measuring cup here. Check something real quick. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get our. Oh, help if I'm on camera. There we go. 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder. There we go. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Onion powder. I'm kind of eyeballing it. This is 1.5, so I won't go full. Yeah, it's all good. We like onions. 1 tablespoon of salt. This is a grinder, so that's good enough. All right. 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Again, we're going to eyeball it. Yeah, all right. Why not? Half teaspoon cayenne pepper. Where's my cayenne? There you are. I'm going to eyeball this too because, again, why not? There we go. Okay. So, real quick, we're going to put about 1 inch of oil into this pan. It says to heat it to 300 degrees. Now, I do have a meat thermometer or a thermometer, so we will go ahead and get this started. While we're at it, we'll grab a fork. And mix this all together. Now, the other thing we have to do is drain and dry off the pickles. So you drain the pickles, dry them off with a paper towel. Okay. So, pickles. Pickles. What the hell? Man, I do love the smell of pickles. Drain all the juice out. Now, we're going to take a paper plate and some paper towels and pat dry these. As soon as I can find. Like I said, I didn't do the pickle rounds. I did pickle slices because I think it'll be a much more interesting dish, at least visually. I'll take all these pickles out here. Come on. Getting those last few out is always a little tricky. We're going to make it just fine. Okay. Downside to the slices is there's not that many, but that's okay. Pat those dry. Okay. So we have our pickles patted dry. You're going to dredge them one at a time and cook them in small batches. Now let's see. I know I just turned it on, but we're just going to see. Also, just as a quick note, you don't want to use tongs when frying something like this, or really frying anything, because you're going to pull the batter off. Let's turn it up. We're going to take another paper plate and set up another set of paper towels to put them on after they come out of the foil. Double checking, pat drying them. Flour everywhere. So the last step after we do the chips is going to be the last step of the chili-changas. Because after we pull them out, we're going to top them with the chili, a drizzle of sour cream, and a sprinkle of the cotija cheese. Maybe we'll throw a little bit of this cheddar on there too. Why not? So we're trying to get this oil up. Temp. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we're going to be probably close enough to get started. 267, 271. 277, 278, 279. All right, yeah, let's go with it. All right. So one at a time. Put the chip in there, and then you're just going to dredge it through your mixture. You don't want to put too many in there, but we've got room. This is a pretty big pan. We can do one more. Okay. So we let those cook for like 2 to 3 minutes. Double checking the recipe. Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes, still golden brown, that's what I thought. So 2 to 3 minutes, still golden brown, and then we'll do the next ones. Looks like it's going to take 3 times. Actually, I could probably do another one in there. Breading doesn't really want to stick on, does it? I didn't dry them off too well. So the reason you dry them off is so that you don't get it goes in the oil and then splatters. Same reason you don't put. You got to be real careful when doing like a deep fried turkey. Got to make sure it's pat dry and everything. Those are frying up nicely. Well, they really do want to like swim together, don't they? So considering I got that many in there, I should be able to do another batch. Dredging is just not staying on there, is it? Huh. I wonder why that is. Maybe this is why you don't do the slices and you do the rounds. I don't know. They're not really golden brown or anything, are they? I'm sure they're still going to be good.
What would you add to make these spicier?
Give me just a second. There is some breading on there, but a lot of it came off. That's crazy. Oh no! Road pickle! Oh, fuck, fuck. Okay, hang on. Let me read that message. What would you add to make these spicy? And Terry Funk, yes. I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but yes.
Spicier even.
Spicier even? Well, I mean, you can add whatever you want to make them spicy. I added cayenne. You can add habanero powder, ghost pepper, whatever you want. It's just typical dredge mix. You just put whatever spices you want in it. And yes, I did hear the news right before I got started that hardcore wrestling legend Terry Funk passed away today. So thoughts and prayers out to his family. And there is a cat at my feet. What are you doing, weirdo? Why are y'all clumping together? Stop it. Hey, what are you doing down there? My ankle is not a chew toy. Cats are weird. Oh, you stop. I love you, but stop. Yeah, for some reason this breading did not. I might have had better luck with the mousse than I did the damn pickles, and the pickles should have been the easiest thing. I have no idea why that breading went. I might have dried them off too well. It does say pat dry, and I might have like went a little hard on that. But it's fine. We can make it work. No big deal. So we are going to be pulling. Yes, sir. Ding. We got a minute left. Let's check these. Ah, yeah. We're definitely going to pull them at 20 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull them now. In a minute. Ow, hot. Hot, 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 hot. So those are going to be finishing up. So let's go over here, get ready for plating. Now, you guys have not seen my chili yet, but I have been cooking it since last night. There it is. Chili. Yummy. All right. So we're going to top this with a healthy amount of chili. Just smothered. Look at that. Wait, stop it. Jesus, cat. The reason your name is Wanda, you're freaking crazy. I hate when this happens. The tear seam ends up being... There, play with that. Now it says a drizzle of sour cream. I don't think so. I love me some sour cream. So let's get it on there. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to put inside the mixer? The salsa. Damn. Tortilla cheese. So, because I forgot to put salsa in the mixture, I'm going to put salsa on the top. I think that's prettier anyways, right? Yeah. Okay. Oop. Forgot about the chips. But getting them pulled out now. I'm wondering if because I used the slices instead of the rings that they had to cook longer. I don't know. Let's move all this stuff. Ew. Ooh. Ooh. Hot, 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 hot. All right. Ranch dipping sauce. Kind of don't want that mixed in with my chimichanga here. But I don't seem to have a ramekin. Yeah, the spoon ain't gonna work. Well, it doesn't do any good to throw your ladle on the ground. Just an FYI, everybody. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. We'll put it to the side. Just running out of space. All right, so we got this, we got this. It looks delicious. Hang on. Pull out our mousse, which looks phenomenal. Look at that. Guys, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, man. Gotta take the picture for the gram, right? All right, now we just gotta try it. We just gotta try it. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but that is the best chimichanga I have ever had. Man, shaved steak was a good choice. I actually kind of like the the salsa being on the top. I'm not a huge fan of the salsa being hot, anyways. So I'm glad I actually forgot that. The chili, I nailed the chili. I mean, of course, chili cooking champion here. But in all seriousness, nailed the chili. And the chili with everything else is a great combination. Now let's try these pickle chips that are still really hot. I'm making a mess, but they're delicious. Oh man, alive! Those are so good. The breading's there. I don't know why it didn't crisp up more. Maybe because, like I said, maybe because of slices, you have to cook them longer. Um, it's still delicious. That's very good. I'm gonna make those probably more often. That's really good. Now I'll do the rounds next time, or I'll cook them longer. But now I'm another bite. Mm, mm, mm. And that ranch, again, I'm not a fan of ranch. Like, ranch is okay. That killer. Fresh ranch, way superior to bottle ranch. All right. Well, piece de resistance, devil's food mousse. That's killer. That is so good. Wow. I was worried about the texture because of the mixing bowl problem. It's fine. It's a perfect mousse texture. Airy, fluffy, light, very chocolatey, but in the best possible way. It's like it's not too rich. So good. And a couple of the chocolate morsels didn't melt all the way down. Apparently, I missed them. There's a couple chunks in there, but it's peak goodness. Oh my god! I can't wait to tear this up. So on that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Geeky Kitchen. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit our merch store. Get yourself an apron. There's shirts, hats, thermoses, all that's available. Go enjoy your food. It's trust me, this is a killer recipe. So make sure you go check it out. Thanks everyone, and we'll catch you next week.